my name's Alyssa Luther. I'm a junior at UT Tyler and I'm a mass communications major. 5 days a week after the children get out of school, I work at Bell Elementary with the Boys and Girls Club. Right now, Tyler ISD has decided to shut down the school for an extended spring break. This affects me because I no longer have a job that I'm at currently. Fortunately, the Boys and Girls Club has decided to compensate us for this week. It most likely can't compensate us for the weeks if it continues to be a no school thing. So I could quite possibly be out of a job. And I depend primarily on the income of this job because this is where I'm at 5 days a week, like I said. This helps me pay rent, get my groceries, any extra spending that I have, just basically day-to-day living. Money funding comes from this job. If TISD decides that to no longer have school for a couple of weeks, I quite possibly may have to go and try, keyword try, to find another job. I really don't want to do that. I've created a really great bond with the students that I do have. They kind of see me as another parent in a way, and this could ultimately just affect everything for my life and theirs as well. I really hope that more people continue to just keep their hands washed, sanitize appropriately, but ultimately I hope that we can get this coronavirus thing under control and just go back to our normal lives as soon as possible.
My name is Taryn Sullivan. I am a senior in college and I have been a bartender and a server for almost 8 years now. Coronavirus has affected me through our hours of operation. I've gone down from midnight to 10 p.m. We close earlier now. We have it where tables cannot sit next to each other. There has to be a booth apart from each table. So it's kind of affecting our business. We don't have a lot of guests coming in and it's sort of a ghost town in my restaurant and in other restaurants in town. I depend on my job for all my income. Like I said, I've been there 8 years, so it's been pretty consistent, and this is the first time besides a holiday that the restaurant has decided to close early. It's a very big deal. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna make money. This is my only source of income, but luckily I have a little bit of money saved up for when things happen like this. So I just hope that this whole thing is not as big as it seems. I just left the grocery store and almost every aisle had shelves that were empty, missing stuff. I don't know, we'll just see what happens because college is now fully online, and as a full-time college student and a full-time bartender, this is going to be very hard for me to readjust to. So I just hope it's easy, if anything.
My name is Chandler Gibson. I'm a junior, technically a senior, and I'm editor-in-chief of the Patriot Talon. So for me as a college student, initially it was a lot of fun because we had our spring break extended, and that's always great. But then it started to cancel everything we would want to do during our spring break. So now we're just kind of stuck here. As a student worker, I'm a barista on campus, and as the university closes, the coffee shops close. Technically, the Met is the only thing that they're required to keep open, and I don't work at the Met, I work in Starbucks, and because of that, it's indefinite when I will be able to go back to work, because my job is canceled. So if this continues throughout the semester, they've in effect laid me off without telling me. Luckily, I'm very fortunate that Sodexo was just my play money, quote unquote. I'm not one of those students who needs it, relies on it every day, but it was definitely my supplemental income. I never have done 15 hours all online, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but I mean, I bought all the books. I would actually say that this is just kind of, it's interesting because this is the first pandemic that we've really known. And it's also the first pandemic that we're seeing controlled. So we're in this process of flattening the curve, And in doing so, we're kind of isolating ourselves and we're kind of going into this panic mode because it's a world we've never seen. It's a brave new world. It's a brand new decade. And I think we're going to have, I don't think this is the last self-quarantine situation we're going to have to, but we're definitely going to have to strike a balance with ourselves and with our life and the future of our society. And that's real big and that's real deep. But like, I think that the fact that this university is almost completely empty a week after our spring break is proof enough that something is wrong. And that college is a complete social construct and we canceled it and no one seems to be bothered.